Sascha, you work for a company called CityMart. What does the company do?
So CityMart is a marketplace for cities. Our vision is to no longer have cities as little islands that locally solve their problems, but to actually let them share the solutions much quicker. So you have more than 500,000 local governments in the world, and it is important to understand that this is a market in which they need to share resources and problems to get the most effective ways to solving their problems.
So give me an example.
So example could be a city that wants to solve a problem, for example, in lighting, how to upgrade the lighting in a city. Nowadays, lighting is not just an issue about what light bulbs you buy, but is about installing the first digital infrastructure in many cities to save energy, but it's also an opportunity to think about how we provide security, how do we provide the best infrastructure that is flexible to allow us for the next 25 years make use of that as a resource for many other control systems. Or alternatively, cities might come with a social challenge. They might look for a solution to youth unemployment like the city of Barcelona has done, or for bicycle theft, things that have a high short-term value.
And basically, most cities have the same problems. So you would then look at a city who managed to solve the problem.
Yes, so cities typically think of themselves as being all unique. And we're saying, well, that is true, but at the same time, there are many things in common. And like Bill Clinton said, there is a solution to every problem in the world somewhere. The main challenge is to find that solution, and then the second challenge is to make that scalable. And that's really what we're doing. We're helping cities discover that most of the problems are solved somewhere, or have been tried to be solved somewhere, and they can build on that knowledge, they can build on that expertise. And in most cases, there is a little company behind it, or an organization behind it that actually is trying to grow. So they're happy to co-invest in your city to help grow their business or their opportunities.
Time saving and money saving.
Yeah, a lot of money is saved. On average, the cities say to us they saved 80% of the money they thought they would spend on solving the problem by doing this, by opening up. And time saving they get to the citizen 3 times faster in solving the problem. So it's politically very attractive.
Because you don't have to wade through the problems and go through problem solving. You can always look at an example of another city that made good and learn from that.
Yes, so most cities, they think of procurement as something extremely constrained, and they fear the moment they have to go public. So that's why they keep it closed until right the last moment when they publish their tender. What we're doing is we're turning that on the head. We say, look, publish your problem and you will get a wonderful response by the market. And that will educate you to take much smarter decisions and take a lot less risk in your process.
Now, you did some work with the city of Cape Town.
Yes, so Cape Town has been our first city in South Africa that we worked with. Cape Town ran 2 challenges with us in the past. One was they were looking at how they're delivering social support services, and they realized that the rate at which they're building government services was not fast enough to actually get all the services they wanted in health and social support out. So they wanted to partner with a venture capital fund to create a hybrid fund, as they called it, in which public and private investment would go together as startup capital for social entrepreneurs. So we ran a challenge globally, and we had about 30 applications by fund managers, by organizations that have crowdfunding models and others. And in the end, they actually teamed up with a commercial venture capital fund in the city of Cape Town that was so excited about this opportunity, and they jointly created what they call the Social Venture Fund, a hybrid venture capital fund to channel money to social enterprises, startups, people that actually on the ground were already compensating many of the services that government couldn't give.
And it works faster?
It works much faster, yes. In that case, the transactions happen much faster. The fund was created within less than 12 months of the challenge. And of course, this is a game changer from thinking about government providing services and trying to expand government to realizing that especially in South Africa, you have so many grassroots organizations that are solving problems and trying to give them the capital and the support that they can grow and become successful organizations or businesses providing services.
Sascha, thanks very much. It's just another way of thinking.
Thank you so much.
Sometimes you don't have to be alone. The solution is out there. You just have to ask.
Yes, it's looking around, opening your eyes and allowing also the global knowledge that is there and the entrepreneurs behind them to come forward and help you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Sascha.
Okay.
That's great.
Thank you. And you've made it